Imagine walking into a casino with $1,000 in your pocket. You sit at a blackjack table. You get lucky, very lucky. Within 2 hours, your $1,000 becomes $5,000. The dealer smiles. The casino manager isn't worried. Security isn't worried. The owner isn't worried. In fact, they expected someone to win tonight. Maybe even you. And that's what makes casinos one of the most fascinating businesses on earth. Because casinos don't make billions of dollars by winning every bet. They make billions by building a system where they almost never lose over time, where every flashing slot machine, every roulette wheel, every blackjack table, every free drink, every luxury suite is part of one single machine, all built around one principle. The longer you play, the more likely the casino wins. So how does that actually work? How can a business stay this profitable while constantly paying people who beat it? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden economics of casinos, because once you understand how they really work, you'll never look at a casino floor the same way again. Most people think casinos make money because gamblers lose. That's true, but it's incomplete. The real reason casinos make money is because they don't care what happens tonight. They're playing a much bigger game, one measured in months and millions of bets, not in any single hand you play. Here's the simplest way to picture it. Imagine flipping a coin. Heads, you win $10. Tails, you lose $10. Flip it enough times, and neither side has an edge. Now change one number. Heads, you win $9. Tails, you still lose $10. Suddenly, every flip quietly favors one side. It won't matter after one flip. It probably won't matter after 10. But after a million flips, that tiny gap turns into a fortune. That's exactly how a casino operates. It doesn't need to win every bet. It only needs a small, repeatable advantage run millions of times over. That advantage has a name. The house edge. The house edge is the mathematical advantage built directly into every casino game, and it's the single most important concept in gambling. Take roulette as an example. A standard American wheel has 38 spaces, numbers 1 through 36, plus 2 green spaces, 0 and 00. Bet on a single number, and the casino pays you 35 to 1. Sounds fair, until you realize there are actually 38 possible outcomes, not 36. Those 2 extra green spaces are the entire trick, a small built-in advantage that quietly favors the house on every spin. The same idea runs through blackjack, baccarat, craps, and slot machines. Every rule is carefully tuned, so the casino earns a small percentage, not immediately, but over time. And that's exactly where the magic happens. Casinos don't think about individual players. They think about thousands of players, millions of bets, and endless hours on the floor. A gambler might get lucky. A gambler might win $50,000. Someone might even walk away with $1 million. Casinos expect that because while one person wins big, thousands of others keep playing, and every additional bet gives the house edge one more chance to do its job. Here's the scale that makes it work. A 2% advantage sounds almost insignificant on its own, but wager millions of dollars a day against that 2%, and it turns into a fortune day after day. A casino doesn't need certainty. It just needs volume. Most people picture casinos making their real money at the poker table or the high-stakes blackjack pit. In reality, the biggest money machine on the floor is much simpler than that. Slot machines. Rows and rows of flashing lights, bright colors, exciting sounds, small bets, fast outcomes, and most importantly, thousands of plays every single hour. A blackjack player might get through 60 hands in an hour. A slot machine player can spin hundreds of times in that same hour. More spins means more chances for the house edge to quietly do its work, which means more predictable profit. That's the entire reason casinos dedicate so much floor space to slots, not because they're exciting, but because they're incredibly profitable. Here's something surprising. Casinos don't actually want you to lose immediately. If every customer walked in and lost everything in 5 minutes, they'd never come back, and that would be terrible for business. What casinos want instead is for you to believe you can win. That's why games are built around intermittent rewards, small wins, near misses, exciting little moments, just enough success sprinkled in to keep you engaged. The goal was never to guarantee your losses. The goal is to maximize your playing time, because the longer you play, the more the math tilts back toward the house. Free drinks, free hotel rooms, free meals, VIP treatment, luxury suites. It seems almost absurd. Why would a casino give away expensive perks for nothing? Because they're not really free. Casinos know something incredibly valuable. A player who stays longer usually spends more money. If a free steak dinner keeps someone gambling for 3 extra hours, the casino can easily earn far more than that dinner ever cost. These perks even have a name in the industry comps, and they're one of the smartest investments a casino makes. Casinos love showcasing their high rollers, private rooms, luxury treatment, million-dollar bets. Those stories are irresistible, and they make for great headlines. But high rollers aren't actually the foundation of casino profits. Ordinary gamblers are. Thousands of regular visitors placing small, steady bets create far more predictable revenue than a handful of whales ever could, the same way airlines rely on millions of everyday travelers, not a handful of celebrities, to stay profitable. Casinos are volume businesses at their core. The spotlight might land on the whale, but the engine running underneath is the crowd. Here's where things get even more interesting. Many modern casinos don't operate as casinos anymore. They operate as entire entertainment ecosystems: hotels, restaurants, nightclubs, shopping centers, concert venues, convention spaces, full resorts built around one gaming floor. In places like Las Vegas and Macau, gambling is only one part of a much bigger business model. The casino's real job is simply getting people through the door. Everything else, every restaurant, every show, every boutique, exists to increase how much they spend and how long they stay. At first glance, a casino floor looks like chaos. Lights flashing, people cheering, cards flying across felt tables. But underneath all of that noise sits something remarkably simple: math. Every game holds a small advantage. Every bet feeds the same system. Every hour that passes raises the odds that the house edge does exactly what it's designed to do. Not because casinos are lucky, not because anyone's cheating, because the entire business is built on probability, a tiny edge, repeated millions of times, until it becomes inevitable. So the next time you walk through a casino and hear the sound of a jackpot going off, remember what's actually happening underneath it. The casino isn't worried about who wins tonight. It's focused on who wins in the long run. And in the long run, the house almost always wins.